What's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by my channel, Esteemed Queen and Mentality. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below so that way you get to know when I post all of my tea talks. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everyone's doing good. Church announcements. I will be in Georgia September 24th for a Stella Bistro Foods pop-up shop. If you're interested in any of that information is on the website. All of that information for that is down below. Excuse me, I had a Sprite before I got up here. Book club. If you haven't gotten the notice, for my spiritual tea talkers and all of my other readers out there, we are now combining the two book groups together to have one big, pretty much like book club day on Thursday. So be sure that you are in the building for that. We meet over weekly Thursdays in the Warrior community. Catch us over there on Patreon, all that good jazz. Child, I ain't gonna tarry too long because I gotta feed the pet and everything. So this tea talk topic is for you and you. And you look, get your water, get your wine, get whatever it is that you're sipping on, get it, and bring it close. And you're going to see why I gave you an acknowledgement beforehand rather than after. Okay? Because you're going to thank me and my poetic skills of coming up with this. I'm going to see if I can put the poem. Does anyone say poem or poem? Look, I got a northern southern accent, so I don't. Whatever, y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyhow, I'm gonna see if I can put my material down below. It is copywritten, so don't try anything. Anyhow, today we need to talk about something I feel needs to be defined. It needs to be defined so then that way we're not walking around here saying something that is perpendicular to what we're trying to put out there. Everyone knows metaphorically, context clues, I love them all. Allegorical, love them all. So today I want to talk about defining what's bringing you down. Define what's bringing you down. Define what's trying to keep your head from coming up under. How about that? We need to talk about what's only good with Old Bay and a side of corn and potatoes. We talking about crabs. Nah, not the OBGYN. That's your business. But I'm going to touch and agree and lend an angel to you that if that is the case, that don't be your situation no more. I'm talking not the crab that, you know, is at the seafood restaurant, but it is kind of parallel to how I feel about this tea talk, because if you don't pay attention in the beginning, it's going to cost you more at the end. It may just cost you your life. Sprinkle with some Old Bay on it and consider food to somebody else. So yes, we need to talk about crabs. We need to talk about crabs. We need to identify, distinguish what they are and what their characteristics may be. So then that way, when you come to a point in time, you want to know, like, Lord, let me know when it's my time, Lord, to move forward, Lord, these people, Lord, to get on my nerve, Lord. This will help you, because sometimes we really be on some, we feel as if like we owe it to somebody to move along in life, when really we just owe it to ourselves to be better than the last generation, do better, see more, accept more, have a broader perspective, and, you know, understand you reap what you sow and treat people how you want to be treated. But then there comes that percentage of people where as much as you want to take them with you and you want them to elevate with you, you have to understand how elevation works. Elevation does not work between two people and one person is dragging the other. Elevation happens in time, it happens in growth, and it happens in reality, not what the idea of potential. So I am going to talk about that with y'all. Now, if y'all look at the thumbnail is an acronym. Get your pen and paper. We're about to go to school. All right. One thing about crabs, the C stands for complain. That's what they do. That is their profession. They got a PhD, a doctorate. They got one of them honorary degrees that the school donates to people to make them think they went, got some type of education. Those. Whew, I had to catch myself. Yes, crabs complain. They complain a lot. They even complain on your goodness. They complain that life is good and happening for you. Because guess what? They don't see the same for themselves. You know, where it is, think of it like this. Where it is, the C stands for them complaining. They love to complain to people who have what? C, as in confidence. Because if they can drain you, they will. And then they won't give you a charger to get yourself back to 100%. So be careful of that. The R, resistant to change. Where it is, you are what? Are resilient. They love trying to talk someone into staying stagnant because they're simple-minded. They're not thinking past the word settle. If settle is comfortable and comfortable is them having everything, skipping a couple here, skipping a couple things here, and letting the bullet bite them on the butt later. Really, we don't need irresponsible people. You can say they're partially irresponsible. Okay, that's just like saying if a woman's partially pregnant. It's either yes or no. Are they responsible or are they not? Okay, are they resistant to you trying to be resilient and come up, or are they not? Now, come ups is something different, but crabs is something way worse, because crabs keep you down. They got them claws. They keep you down. I would love to see a scorpion and a crab go at it. Who you think will win? Anyhow, keep that in mind when it comes to the R in crabs. They are resistant to change. You could be over here having all these type of things happen. You can learn from Joseph and keep things to yourself. And the moment it's time for you to bust all this stuff out, they always have some type of reason to either resist your resilience, acknowledging it, or try to have you trying to resist, absorbing what it is that you worked hard for. Get away from them people. Get away from those people. Quick, fast, in a hurry. In a hurry. In a hurry. The A, absent-minded. Let me add on to it for you. Absent-minded with the heart of empty casualties. Now, what I mean by this is they don't really think about what they do. Again, it goes right back to them being spur of the moment, settle for the moment. They're not with the 8 Mile mentality of trying to, this is your moment, the music, and you gotta let it go. Okay, you only got one shot. They think you can add a couple zeros onto that, and this lifetime they can just chill the fuck out. Now, if you're trying to get somewhere, while you hot like the Krispy Kreme with the light on. You don't need somebody who's driving slow making that U-turn at the lights. I'm getting into my personal business, but it's okay. Because guess what? When I'm trying to get to where I need to be, I don't like people interrupting me. Especially when I know that Krispy Kreme light is on. You can bust the slowest U-turn all you want. I will park my shit near the median, put the hazard lights on, walk across the street, go get my donuts, and get right back in the car. And can't tell me I ain't do it, because I've done it before. Anyone that's from home, Virginia Beach Boulevard, known for accidents because of that Krispy Kreme light. But you get what I'm saying. You're trying to get somewhere before the getting is good, and someone wants to slow you up. Something wants to slow you up. An emotion wants to slow you up. An old memory wants to slow you up. Bullshit wants to slow you up. That's a crab. Let that go. Let it go. It's okay. Remember, you don't have time for people who don't have a plan. They don't have no exit, let alone they don't have no way of getting whatever it is that they're trying to potentially feed you as lies, as truths. We need to be careful of those people, because those people can also make it so that it can be taunting to keep them around. I don't think you should keep those type of people around, period, because it's a different thing for you to be spontaneous, but it's another thing for you to be absent-minded, and then whatever you do, you're kind of like nonchalant about. That's what I mean when it comes to empty casualties. You're just so nonchalant, you don't care if it go either way. That is a dangerous person. Okay? Dangerous. Now, the last one, and you know why they're dangerous, is because, like I said before, they're the bottom of the barrel. That's not your fault. That's not my fault. I'm sorry it sounds that way, but at the same time, I would not be honest if I sit here and tell you it's any other way. Because overall, that is the concept of crabs. I want to keep you to the bottom of the barrel as close as possible. As close as possible. Because if I can keep you to the bottom as close as possible, guess what? You will never get above me. And if you can never get above me, I won't feel so worthless. I won't feel as if like I couldn't do it. I will feel like I've done something. Because guess what? I'm not in last place. Well, physically you may not be in last place, but bitch, your mental and your spiritual first class tickets are through, honey. They are expired, terminated, breach of contract, fire sirens, all of that. Like, you can say what you want. Eventually, people either gonna get tired of you, you gonna run out of people, or people gonna get onto your shit and realize that a crab indeed is what you are, and you're only good for food. And in real life, when I say food, I mean examples. This is an example of someone being lost. This is an example of someone knowing that they can be found and they have their own journey. So instead, they decide to tear what you have down, all because they don't know anything else but lighter to a flame. I would give you advice of, trying to deal with these people in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But I have learned myself that these type of people, crabs, you just got to go no contact with. You got to go no contact with, because your mental health depends on it. I don't know if you have children, or if so happens you have, a pet family that looks up to you, but they still rely on you to show a decent example. And hanging with crabs is just merely going to make you shellfish just like them. At some point, the end of their road is going to come, and it's going to be bad. So get your head out your ass, get your head out their ass, and realize you got all this fresh air you can be breathing in. There's no way I'm going to allow someone to pollute my air, or think their polluted air is going to be passed off as some other type of form of weather to me. I know the difference. When you're in your own lane, you are steadfast and steady on what it is you need to do to accomplish what you're after. It's not up to anybody else besides you. It's up to you. And when it comes to crabs, it's the same thing. It's up to you to accept them into your circle. If you don't, 9 times out of 10, your assets and your values going to come out higher than you not paying attention in the beginning. It's going to cost you more later. So y'all let me know, what do y'all consider crabs? Or what do y'all consider the acronym CRAB to be? Put y'all's down below. Be sure that y'all like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.